Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. Depends on the time you are on it, on your location. I thank you all the way, Biafrans. Please, as I welcome you, as I greet you, please greet one another by sharing and liking the program. By doing so, you are bringing in other people and you are sending the message direct to them. Those that we cannot be able to share the program to, please help me to share the program, please. And I also want to tell the fellow Biafrans that if you have been calling on the program and I've been sending you message, we might have WhatsApp group starting from tomorrow or thereabout. So if you see us in that group, that is we Biafra TV WhatsApp group. So please try and follow, so it will be easy for me to share the program to all the well-meaning Biafrans. So everyone will be getting the message at the same time. So please, as I welcome you this hallowed evening, please endeavor to welcome one another. And as you join me, the easiest thing is to just hit the like button, like the program, share it. People will know that we are live and we are direct. I see you, Peter. You are welcome. Thank you so much. Good evening from here, from my location. I greet you. So my fellow dear friends, those who want to join us in the WhatsApp group to inform me on my private line, if you chat me to add you, I will add you. But if you see yourself automatically, that means you're already on my WhatsApp already. So that is why you can be able to get the message or the WhatsApp group very fast. Yeah, my brother, I'm good. I'm fine. We move, no time, because we're not going to be so long. And I want to run it very fast and allow Biafrans to come. This is Exposition, part 1. Part 1, Exposition of how many exile government we have in this world, including United States of Biafra. The first time ever the world will look at us and said that we have exile government, that their name has been written. Among all these Okokos, among all these people that who are gallivanting around, none of their name was being found. The only name was being found there is who? United States of Biafra. Dr. Govt is the Deputy Prime Minister. That is the one the world put in the map of exile government, because there is a map of exile government. So the USB, under the leadership of our Deputy Prime Minister, Dr. Ngozi Arabeze, is in that map today. That is why you must be happy. You see BBRC, you see Fallback Bridge, you see BGC. None of them is in that map. Out of 35 to 40 exile governments in the world, it's only USB under the leadership of Dr. Ngozi Arabeze is in the map of all the exile government. And we are going to hear them this night, as we run this program for part 1 until we end all the exile government that are in the map, and those are not in the map of. I didn't mean there is a map, there is a history, there is a map of all the exile, where the world will put those that in exile government that has never got recognition. They have their own map, they have their own histories. It's all over there. So USB of you and I fall in one of those categories. Despite being the most newest declared, they are in the number 5 in the world. We are in the top 10 of the exile government that are very effective, that are working hardly to achieve recognition. So I want you to know that the USB of you and I has entered in the history of all the existing exile government that the world are talking about, and the world knows that this particular exile government is in existence. That this particular exile government that are worsening stronger. And we are going to hear this program like this. You will find out this exile government in the countries where they are belong, where they are presently sitting as a government in exile. Not just to mention their name, but to, if anyone is England, you will hear this one is England. If anyone is in the USA, they will tell you that this country that are claiming exile government is in so country. That's what you are going to hear. So that's why as I'm inviting you on this program, please, I want you to cheer this program, because we are here to knock the enemies down. That's why we are here. It's not only USB in this world, it's exile government that has exile government. Not only us. 30 to 40, even to 70. I am telling you that in this present 2026, that we have maximum 40 to 35 exile government. Those that make declaration, those that they use international charter, those that use, there is many things that was being using as what gives them the right as an exile government, or what makes them to exit the country that they are looking, that they are on it. There is things that with this program we make you to know this evening. One, the program is going to make you to be strong very well. It's going to make you to understand that is not only USB is in exile government. IPOB is not in exile. IPOB organization did not recognize as an exile government. Despite that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu movement started from exile, it's not true. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu started his own Biafra struggle from where? From exile. So when you see anybody who claim IPOB, come back home. Where did the Mazi register IPOB? It's not in the UK. IPOB organization registered where? In the UK. Is where our president Mazi Nnamdi Kanu registered IPOB. Today, the Biafra government is officially registered in two places. They said that USB government in exile registered in Finland, where the prime minister is living, and currently now is in detention. That Dr. Moses has shifted it to United States of America, where she registered everything about the exile government and the 40 states of the exile government that they are controlling. These are the areas I want us to go in, because this exposition this night is to encourage you and also to tell these enemies that are gullible around for them to go and sit down, and that's anybody that is giving them money is just dashing them the money. Anyone that is giving BGC money is dashing them money. Anyone that is giving CRC money is dashing. They are not anywhere. Anybody that is giving Ogenkere money, they are using you for a business. In fact, one day, in on a million chabaganya, you are inside big sea, and soap entered your eyes. That is Ogenkere. That is Imam Madwabo. That is Adando Ocho. That is Adono. These are criminals that are like you when you are inside big river to swim, and you put soap on your head. Then the soap is entering your eyes. How? Let me tell you this thing. Let me tell us this thing. You see, this ignorance of many of us is not an excuse in the eyes of the law. Ignorance is not an excuse in the eyes of the law. For all this your stupidity, for all this your iberiberism, for all this yanku and jiri, It's not an excuse in the eyes of the law. Hey, because I'm doing what I don't know now, they don't use I don't know to grant mercy to someone, no. Because you know. So we are bringing this program this evening to clarify your mind, for you to know that if you are in USB, you are in that government that the world recognize and counting among those that are in exile, seeking to exit a country like Nigeria. They make it openly in the history. In this program, this exposition that has part 1, that we should continue on it, is to let you know that if you are still doubting USB, if you are still gossiping against USB, if you are still dashing your money to criminals, it's on your own. That's why I told you that your ignorance is not an excuse in the eyes of the law. Ignorance, your mumurism, your berberism, your stupidity is not an excuse. Is not an excuse. That is why I want you to know that over 40 countries in the map of the world are still have exile government. The USB re-declared is not the first country that have or a government in exile. Over 40 countries that are seeking recognition in this 2026, about 40 to 35 are in exile. Until you research, then you will know. Because your stupidity of being a black man is not an excuse in the eyes of the law and in the eyes of the whole entire world. Exile government did not see Biafra start, and it can never see us and stop. Go to Google, type, how many exile governments do we have? Type, how many exile governments do we have in the whole world in this 2026? And you find out by yourself. I said, go to Google, type, how many exile governments are existing in the whole world in this today, being the 12th of February 2026. Is fact and figure. We are not here to make stories. We are here to give you that bitter truth that you don't want to listen to. We also want to give you that what USB is doing, that they are not the first people, and we are not going to be the last people either. Rather, we stand on the existing protocol of the world to maintain what others have done in the past and what they have used to achieve their own different countries in the world. We are not going to talk about those that use exile government to achieve their country. We want to talk about those that still remain in exile, being the February 12th, 2026, is what we are about to give to you. We are going to give you numbers, their names, the country they are fighting to exit, and in the country where they reside today. That is what we are going to this evening. So, for those gullibles, for those that refuse to accept the truth and claiming, proving negativity and the selfishness and the feeling that they are ignorant in what we are doing is an excuse, we let her cry Hadaino. I keep on telling you this page that Hadaino comes at last. I keep on reminding you day in, day out, that Hadaino comes at last. I am doing some of my program to remove you from Hadaino. That is why I do some of my programs and I put it the way it is. So you will find out the truth by yourself. And that is why I will tell you, go and do research. When you hear something from me, from this platform, go to Google, begin to ask questions. Ask that question according to what you are hearing from me. You will find out that what I am saying even has a place in the Google map. That they have stored it. That is why I told you that all the criterias, that all the templates, sorry for network, all the templates for us to achieve Biafra has already been laid down before us. There is nothing new that we will bring to change the map. The only thing we got to do is to stand on this existing protocol of over 35 to 40 countries that they have exile government that exist today in the world, in different countries of the world. And they are there doing their thing like what we are doing right now. So there is no way that your excuse, I don't know, will serve you at last. And there is no way, now we have tried to remove you from Hadaino, you refuse. Hadaino comes at last. No kwibo asina njaramara na ekpazo. And what we are doing here, enyim agwaranga agwa na achoro nwoga botu. I wanted to tell you, and I told you, they are not the same. I want to tell you, but I told you, these two are not the same. That is why when we come to this page, we have different things we do on this page. Before we further go, I need to greet my Biafrans. Yes, I have greeted the first person, Peter, and I see you. I don't know what has come from you. I don't know. Samuel, Mwaeba. He look at the name, and he called me scammer. Nonsense. Go and use that time that you used to type this your rubbish you type here. You need to ask on the Google map, how many exile government do we have in this 2026? If you see that opportunity again, type again. Did United States of Biafra is among exile government? And they type, if you fall back bridge, it's an exile government. Go and check. Go and verify. So you can come out and tell us. Even though that the Govt cannot give you few details like the app I am using, the archive I'm using that is giving all details of everything that you need to research and find in this world. I see you, Shido Emmanuel. Thank you so much. I see you, my own brother, Amaji Chigozie. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here at this hour. I greet you all. So please, my people, the program this evening is very, very important because we want to tell the criminals that the time is over. Onuchuku, I greet you. Good evening from here. Thank you so much. I want all the fallback. Tag them, let them come. I want to BGC, tag them, all of them to come. Tag IPO organization to come. Tag all these people come. Let them hear it by themselves. The first time in this movement that the world recognize that that people of Biafra has exile government. They said it's the first time in the history. After the war, 1970 to 1970, that nothing like Biafra be on the map of having a working and functioning government that the world included as one of the effective government that are in exile. Despite our Nuria declared in that history map, if they're giving you the present one that was declared in 21st century, the Biafra movement fall in number 5 category. The USB. Sorry, that should be my network is checked. That is why the picture might not be clear, my brother. My network is somehow. Hold on, let me check something. The network is this evening did not allow me to. But I must do this program because it's been on and be waiting for this program this evening. But network is. So let us manage it. So far, my voice is coming out clear. Please. Let us. But hold on. Let me wipe the camera a little bit. If that will solve the problem. Hold on. Thank you so much for reminding me that. But I hope that my voice is coming out loud and clear. I hope. So, see, the world are following what we are doing. That is why the government is being careful. And we are following the existing protocol and the template of the world. We cannot do all this or achieve Biafra as a country without existing protocols, without international laws, and without how others has achieved their own. Thank you so much. There's nothing I can do. It's network. Thank you so much. Let's manage it so far the person is coming. But I don't want to do it audio program. I want to do it live so they will see me. I'm the one talking. So the time that we are into is a time to be happy. Despite our two leaders being incarceration, the office of the US government are making us proud. And they are working assiduously to make sure that these two leaders is being released very, very soon. The release that they will not go to court again, and nobody will have right to question them on what they are doing and where they are doing it. That is what USB is doing. That is why we all must be happy. When I find out that out of the existing 39 Exile government in the world, that the USB is among them. Chai, I am very, very happy when I find out. And when I ask about those that are very effective working, and they said the USB is among first 5 that are working strongly to make sure that we achieve united state of Biafra recognition. That is why you must be happy with me. That is why you must be happy with the USB government. As I'm bringing information out, be happy. But that happiness lies on the effort of the United State of Biafra that are doing. Remember our code in this platform. Hashtag I am a citizen of United State of Biafra. Remember our code in this platform. Hashtag I am a citizen of United States of Biafra. Remember that as we continue. I see you, Chibozo Ede. Thank you so much for being here. Yes, that is our hashtag. Hashtag I am a citizen of United States of what? Biafra. That is who we are. We must first do what? Recognize ourselves before the world recognize us. We must tell the world this is our name of our country. And that is the name they're going to be used. So when you do hashtag, the world will know that the citizens of the USB are in control, or they have give themselves self-recognition of sovereignty, like they quote in the UN Charter and Articles. Yes, the UN, the EU, the AU, Africa Organization, they might not be doing well, but they are still in power. They still decide the fate of a new country. That is why I'm telling you that we need to adopt all their laws, which what we use against them when we go astray in the nearest future. So the people of Biafra, knowing well that your government is in the map of countries that are in exile, not only that, that they are among those that are working tirelessly to achieve Biafra recognition. That is part of the things that's supposed to give you joy, supposed to give you happy, that we all have to come out fully to support united state of what? Biafra. Why is it very, very sacrosanct, very, very important? It is because when you support your own government, everything will be easy. But when you don't support your government, things are going to be very, very tough. That is why I am letting you to know that we must give ourselves what? Self-recognition. That the world are looking from our hand. That this self-recognition is from where the internal recognition is the one we have to give ourselves. Why external is the one that we are looking for the world and other continents in this world to give us recognition. My people, please give me that Wi-Fi. Bring that internet very close. This program it's not good at all. So my people, in all that we are doing, I am asking you please to stand strong, because with the USB we are going home, and this is only the government that the world knows. Those that recognize us as one of the exile government put us in that line and put us in the map of one of the exile governments that are effective. They know what we are doing. I think that the video is a little bit okay right now. Can someone confirm? Because I checked the area of the internet, so I think it can be okay. Please. Can someone confirm if the video is okay now? That the video is bright. Can someone confirm? The video, is it bright? Can someone confirm to me if the video is bright? I am waiting for Biafrans to confirm if the video, okay, thank you so much. Yeah, because we are doing some exchange of where I was keeping the internet, and I can see that it's bright right now. So, when you find out this night, the many countries that are in exile, that the map of exile government, that's our own, is there. Is it not a stepping stone? It's not a hard work, because there is those that they have made declaration. There is those they have been exiled for so long, but they are not in that map. Rather, they are outside the map. So, when you hear about USB, you need to clap. You need to be happy. You need to stay focused. Do not panic, because the government, thank you so much. Yes, thank you, my people. Thank you for confirmation. When you hear about USB, I told you we must be happy. Because of what? That the government of the USB is doing us 100% good, 100% on the track, 100% on the diplomatic, 100% on anything that concerns us to go home. The only area we are not doing well is that we are not supporting them much as this government needed. And after this program, as we're sharing it, those that are claiming who they are not, those that are deceiving people, those scammers need to know that their time is over. That what? That their time is over. That you that is giving them money, you are just wasting your money. You that is giving them money, you are just scamming yourself and wasting the money. That is what you are doing. I want you to know that for sure. That is only in USB that you are putting the right money into this movement that we are into. If not USB that you are giving your money, you have entered one chance. Ibaramoto bose, and they want boss get fegenanya. Mobu ni na-eme is not to support USB. I am sorry for you because you will cry had I know, and that shame that will come upon you will never be disappeared because you know the truth and refuse to follow the truth. I have also give you here how many exile governments have been, how many countries that make the declaration in exile that women lead the movement. And Govt is not the first, neither she's going to be the one. Until you remove that your mentality of a black man in your head, that is a woman, that is when the bondage that you have put yourself into, in the name of Ogen Kere, is going to deal with you. Look at them today. When they move out from USB, they will go to BGC. Those that the world don't know about them. When those that fall back, moves away from fall back, they will run into BGC. How? The world are no longer blind. The world is seeing very well. That's why I told that in our forefathers' time, they say love is blind. In this our own Gen Z era, love is no longer blind. Love is the sea road. Love is no longer blind. Bishop, I see you. Good evening from here. Please, as you join us, please hit the like button, please, because we are about to hit the program where all of us will be shocked this evening for you to know that there is an exile government before USB. That there is those in exile government before the United States of Biafra emerge. These are the areas and things that when you hear them this evening, you will marvel and you will have to pick up, support our real declaration fully. Support the United States of Biafra as a government that the world has put in timeline or in the history or in the map, that the people that have exile government that are seeking for international recognition. Listen, this is how the world is. The way of the world is not our own way. That is why when I look at Mazen, I remember some words from Mazen and the Kano. A black man brain is a problem. A black man mentality is a problem. That is why people will see road and leave and enter inside bush. That is why people will see a done food. They want to go to market and start preparing another different food. I hope that my people are listening and we are making common sense this evening, because we are going to make more sense when you start hearing the names of those that have used exile government. That those that they are still in exile today. Because when they talk about this, our government in exile, it starts to look like it's only USB is the first country that has been exiled. Why this issue of exile government, that over 35 to 40 countries are in that history and in that map. Why this our own is so different? Why is our own is so many problems? Because of our people negativity, because of their criminal minded, because I thought everything is a time for business. That is the main problem. Those who think the movement is all about business today, they have failed, because I told us that he's not here to do paddy. That is a thank God that our DPM stand on that protocol of no paddy in this movement. Because if there's paddy, those that had left because of she refused to take the advice from them, they could have not moved an inch. What happened? They all disappeared because of what? Because of USB we are declared and all the important actions that USB is taking, proving that we are not here to do paddy. Rather, that they are there to serve the people of United State of Biafra. That is why they are there. That is what they are doing. So for you that are still giving gullibles your money, repent and stop giving gullibles mommy. Hey, I see my big mommy Simon. Good evening, ma. I thank you so much. Wine, nipple wine, mommy in the building. Thank you for coming. Yes, my people. Among in this today being the 12th of February 2026, we have up to 35 to 40 exile governments. And many of them are in different countries in the world. Many of them have government in America. Some have in France. Some have in UK. Some have in Spain. There is you are going to hear some that we have heard this evening. So for you to know, for you to see those that are making of themselves in social media and forget about them and move forward and know that you are on the right track. That the track you are into is what the world is already being known. When you walk into this other government, you cannot find no Genkin and the bridge. You cannot find BGC. You can't find any of this group in that area. And that is when the world said that the USB, it has an effective government, that they are working hard to achieve recognition. That one pleases my heart. It gives me joy. Again, on a USB, we are declared 2024. Now, first among first 10 that the world said that they are Western strong for them to achieve recognition, that they are into digital diplomatic movement. Child, it gives me joy. And the government will continue to give us more joy. Enemies cannot stop it. There is no amount of betrayal that can stop this movement where we are right now, because the world knows that when a new country is being declared, that the rebels and betrayers will fool everywhere. Now, get your pen and paper, get yourself cold water to sit down, to dilute what we are going to hear from now. That is why it is very important at this stage that we all pay attention to this program this evening. This is part 1 of this program, because we will continue to analyze this program until we finish all these 40 extra governments and also bring other 30 that are not in the map already. I am talking about 40 that are in the map of the exile governments, not in the map of the world. Remember, they have special map for all the exile governments, the first 40. Now, there is a 30, because a total of 70 or 75 that are not very effective. They keep them there. They lie low. Once in a blue moon, they will talk. But the world never recognized them as a government in exile. IPOB is not a government in exile. IPOB, they are not there. They are not. Despite that, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu started the journey of his own Biafra in exile. Is it not true? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, did he not register IPOB in the UK? Is not where he registered it? So all these years, they cannot achieve anything because they don't want Biafra as a country. Rather, they see Biafra as a business that will reach all their pocket and they will build houses. Some houses and build hotel in many parts of Biafra land. That is those who come to this program without nothing. But today they are going with nothing, with something. So, listen, the program begins from now. Like I told you. Relax. Ngozo Rabeze, yes, another savior. Mommy Simon, you are right. You are absolutely 100% right. I want you to Listen to this program. Pay very deep attention as we are handling all the exile, as we are going to give you the number of all the exile governments that are in the map of exile government today. They have their own map of countries that are in exile. We ask this question and ask to find everything out. So listen, Odogwu Enugu, good evening, sir. Mpa, I greet you. Listen for you to hear. Tell Nek Kachimezie that is not only USB is the first country that are in exile. That IPOB is not a government. IPOB is not a government. They are a structure, the organization. That's how they see them. But they see USB as a government in exile that are trying to get over recognition and control their territory. Tell Chimezie, let's continue.
As of early 2026, several political entities...
Wait, hold on. Let me put it on our last speaker.
Operate as governments in exile, claiming sovereignty over territories they do not control. While some have limited diplomatic contact or observer status with international bodies, none have achieved full recognition as a sovereign state by the United Nations or a significant majority of the international community. Notable among these is the United States of Biafra, USB, which was declared on November 29, 2024, by Dr. Ngozi Orubueze and the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, BRGIE. This movement claims the southeast region of Nigeria, but operates primarily from Finland and the United States. Below is a list of active governments in exile, as of 2026, that lack international recognition, including the countries where they are primarily based. Notable governments in exile, 2026. Exile government name, claimed territory, based in primary, United States of Biafra, BRGIE, Southeast Nigeria, Finland/USA, Central Tibetan Administration, Tibet, China, India, Dharamshala, East Turkestan government in exile, Xinjiang, China, USA, Washington, D.C., Republic of Cabinda, Angola, France, Paris, DR Congo, Interim Government of Ambazonia, NW and SW Cameroon, USA UK/Nigeria, National Unity Government, NUG, Myanmar, disclosed varies, border regions, Republic of West Papua, ULMWP, West Papua, Indonesia, United Kingdom/Vanuatu, Chechen Republic of Ich Korea, Chechnya, Russia, Ukraine/Europe, Congress of People's Deputies, Russia, Poland, United Transitional Cabinet, Belarus, Lithuania/Poland, Council of the Republic of Artsakh, Nagorno-Karabakh, Armenia. Key context nuances. Central Tibetan Administration, CTA. While it is the most well-known exile government and has high-level diplomatic contact with many Western nations, it is officially recognized by no country as a sovereign government to avoid breaking One China policies. National Unity Government, Myanmar. Formed after the 2021 coup, the NUG has gained informal recognition and support from several Western parliaments and the EU, but still lacks formal diplomatic recognition as the sole state government at the UN. Ambazonia. This movement is characterized by deep internal divisions, with at least 3 different factions, Sako, Njomia and Ayuk Tabe, claiming the presidency while operating from the US and UK. United States of Biafra. The BRGIE, led by Simon Ekpa and Dr. Orubueze, maintains a highly active digital presence and has organized self-referendums, though the Nigerian government and the international community maintain that it has no legal standing. Would you like me to look into the specific leadership or the self-referendum results for any of these specific movements?
Are you hearing it? Are you hearing about USB? And have you had the first 10 of those that the government is still in exile? They are pushing very effectively to get what? Recognition. Desmond, you're welcome. Please enable to like and share the program. Remember the code in this platform. Hashtag I am a citizen of United States of Biafra. As the world has been putting us on that map, on that criteria of exile governments that are very effective, that are seeking for recognition, why can't you recognize yourself? Why can't us identify ourselves as the people of United States of Biafra? Why can't? Eh? If you never subscribe, also urge you to subscribe on the page. So as we are going to go into this tour of these 40 states that are in exile, that has exile government, that you will know all of them. So I urge you to like and share. If you're first time coming, you will see a 3 dots in front of you on your right hand side. This way I am pointing my hand. Click on that 3 dots. As you click on that 3 dots, it will open. You will see like and share. Please, we want this program to go. So let those that have been deceiving people know that the world never know about them, and there's nothing they can do, because in one country like us, they will take only one, and the one they say that is legitimate is the one that make declaration, that stand with the authentic original declaration, that is United States of what? Biafra. That's why I told you in Igbo adage, and the bias na ozu awana wole egba anya n'ọdụ. Onye sị na eme ụzọ esi eji ekute mmiri ose mpekele eju ka okute mmiri. Ndị wee kwuo sị na ọ bụrụ nwata ụzọ si ite na-ebi ụzọ enwe mkpọmkpọ ite. That is how it is. You can see ụzọ amara akpọ anwa now, ya lee egbe ahụ ka mmadụ esi akpọ ogele. You can see it in this program this night. You can hear all the exile government, where they are functioning, where they are having their government in exile. It's going to be pure to prove to us that it's not only USB is the one that has exile government, that many countries in the past are using what? Exile government. And they are still there. After we have checkmate all of them, then the next program will be how many are the leaders are in the prison, and what is the outcome of those that betrayed the movement. A lot of things is here to hear. There's many things that this program is going to touch light. Forgetting Ngozi Arabes, they come with open mind and face reality. That Ngozi about Fulani, that Ngozi about Boro, that Ngozi about scammer, that Ngozi about this is the one that the world are recognizing, not you and your 4 bad gangsters. They know now. The world will know who declares Biafra. The world will know who made a declaration. The world will know who is leading the exile government. There is no amount of your name calling will change it. Rather, in the eyes of the international global community, you are disgracing yourself. We are going to play pause. And after I play it and pause and do explanation, then we allow phone call like 30 minutes. Very quickly program. I want to be short so people can follow the program and listen after we have finished the program. The only thing you will do to me, have you shared the program? Have you liked the program? Because we want to prove to those criminals why I call them criminals with facts and figure. You had it here. This Ambazonia that you called Ogo and Kira an interview. You had it here. That Ambazonia have 3 groups. When Joe Ayaba was here, they have 2. When they arrested Joe Ayaba, another one comes out again, making it 3. So see all these betrayers today. It's not happening only on us. Remember in that Oge interview, when IPOB rushed to interview Joe Ayaba, what happens? When Joe Ayaba finds out the truth, he comes back and stays with Obato Obie. These people and those that are following them are not remembering things. They rush to go and meet the Australian man, the NATO chairman. What happened? After they have met the NATO chairman, when the NATO chairman finds out the truth, he abandons them. Lies is always in the front. The truth are back. But when this truth prevails, nobody will stop the truth. That is why it is very imperative that you know exactly what you are doing and who you are supporting. Don't support human being. Support what we give USB declared recognition. When even though someone who is there in the cabinet members are doing it well, that is why we must support them. And the way it is right now, the USB under the leadership of the Congo Zarabeze is giving us Biafra 100%. And they are on all, maintaining all the existing protocol. They are maintaining all the criteria. They are maintaining all the charters and treaties that we need into recognition. Now that the government has recognized one of the Exile governments, and the world confess that this Exile government is doing absolutely 100% right, what else are you waiting for? What else? Listen again.
As of early 2026, several political entities operate as governments in exile, claiming sovereignty over territories they do not control. While some have limited diplomatic contact or observer status with international bodies, none have achieved full recognition as a sovereign state by the United Nations or a significant majority of the international community.
I hope you're listening. As of earlier 2026, several political entities operate as a government in exile, claiming sovereignty over the territory they do not control. While some have limited diplomatic contact or observing status with international bodies, none has achieved fully recognition as a sovereign state by the United Nations or significant majority of the international community. First, you are the one that will first claim what? The sovereignty by yourself before the world will support you. And in the case of claiming that sovereignty on there, they now tag you an exile government that are claiming. Now, they will come to know why you are claiming sovereignty in someone's state. When they come, that is when you present all the documents and all the grievances why you are exit that country, they will look into it and find an answer. The main question, the main headline of this night is that now you may understand from now henceforth as this program going to part 2 how many exactly exile governments you have in 2026. They have given us first 10 this night. All of these 40 we have them. We also have 40 that are not effective, 35 that are not effective. And they're also going to give us the first 10. The first 10 we are hearing are the ones that are effective more than others. That is what we are hearing. If you know what USB is pushing, hey, Jesus Christ. If you know what the Congo is pushing, your mama will the draw. That is why I believe that she's working with all her heart to make sure that Biafra becomes a free nation. Take it or you leave it. I said what? Take it or you leave it. Tell IPOB that the world has known there is an Exile government on behalf of the people of Biafra. Tell Nneka Chimezie that the world has recognized that it's an Exile government, not IPOB. Do you hear IPOB here? Do they mention IPOB? But if you ask of organizations that are fighting freedom, they will put IPOB there. Are you following? But when it comes to the Exile government of the people, IPOB is not there at all. That is why you standing on the USB must be happy and strong and chase USB with all your full chest. Embrace it and have it with all your full chest that you have a government like others that are still in exile, pushing for the international recognition, which is not coming very easily. You must work hard to achieve it. But if the world can address you that you are very effective, that means you are going to achieve this recognition very, very soon. Let's continue. Now, the notable among the notable ones, the first notable, the first 10 notable Exile government is what we are going to hear right now.
Notable among these is the United States of Biafra, USB, which was declared on November 29, 2024, by Dr. Ngozi Orubueze and the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, BRGIE. This movement claims the southeast region of Nigeria, but operates primarily from Finland and the United States.
Is it not truth? Notable among these is the United States of Biafra, USB, the most notable one. The notable, everybody is seeing about them is what they said. Notable among these is the United States of Biafra, USB is the notable one. You think that those who deceive you watching this is not a picture. Their names are not here. Their names are not here. And it can never be here. The world are not looking for a government based a man or a woman. They look at whether that small child who got the criteria they want. And in the criteria the world wants with Exile government, who is meeting all these criteria is only one, Dr. Ngozi Orubueze, and all the cabinet members are the one. Open your ear, clear your evil heart and your envy, your jealousness, your hatred, and join the moving train and face reality. Let me repeat here again. Notable among these is the United States of Biafra, USB, which was declared on November 29, 2004 by Dr. Ngozi Orubueze as the Deputy Prime Minister of Biafra Republic Government in Exile, BRGIE. She registered everything. And when she did not leave anyone for because of Ndi Okoko. Anyway, touch hand, Ngozi Orubueze, bridge now is under Ngozi Orubueze, whether they like it or not. This movement claimed the southeast region of Nigeria, but operating primarily from Finland and the United States of what? America. That is where our Prime Minister is in Finland. The Deputy Prime Minister and the movement is here, registered all the movements in the United States of what? America. Is it clear to you? I hope you're making common sense, my people. I hope this exposition is entering into to demolish the enemies and what they are doing. We need to demolish them with fact and figure. Put them inside sewage where they belong with fact and figure. With what? With facts and figures. Please, if you are just joining me, please, I urge you to like and share the program. Today, listen again. As of earlier 2026, several political entities operating as a government in exile, claiming sovereignty over territory they do not control, while some have limited diplomatic contacts or observed status with international bodies. None have achieved fully recognition as a sovereign state by the United Nations or a significant majority of international community. Notable among these is the United States of Biafra, USB, which was declared on November the 29, 2024 by Dr. Ngozi Orebeze and the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, BRGIE. Go on. Then the movement claims the southeast region of Nigeria, but operating primarily from Finland and the United States. My friend from Togo, you're welcome. I see you. Ugochukwu Deberemadu. Thank you so much. Thank you. Please like and share the program. If you're just joining us, there is a 3 dot. Hit it. I want this program to go viral. Gonna thank you so much. We want you to know how many exile governments that exist in this world. And out of this exile government, this first 10, that USB is there. No fallback bridge. No Mama Dwabo, his organization. Nothing at all. Not even IPOB. It's only USB. Let's continue.
Active governments in exile, as of 2026, that lack international recognition, including the countries where they are primarily based. Notable
Are you hearing it? Below is a list of active government in exile as of 2026 that lack international recognition, including the countries where they are primarily based. We want to see on this research, on this map, or this history of exile governments, this exile government, that this first 10 we are going to do as part 1 this night, for you to know that your government is selling. Remember, among all these exile governments, USB was the last born. But this last born is the one that the world is telling us that they are very effective. They are very effective in action to achieve recognition. If you know, you know. Let's continue. Now, hear about the notable government in exile in this 2026. The notable government in exile that the world notice about them, that they have government in exile. Are you listening? Let's go.
Governments in exile, 2026. Exile government name, claimed territory, based in primary, United States of...
Listen, this thing has 3 lines. 1, exile government name. 2, claim territory. 3, where they based. Now, let's start.
Biafra, BRGIE, Southeast Nigeria, Finland/USA.
Are you hearing it? Now they give us example. The number 1, United States of Biafra. United States of what? Biafra. BRGIE, which in brackets that we use where we are before we make our declaration. Is it not true? Now, in Southeast Nigeria, that is where we're from. Is it not true? Now, where did our leaders based? Finland and the US. That is true on our own. Now, You see the exile government name. The exile government name. Let me repeat it again. The exile government name. United States of Biafra is the exile government name the world know that is in the map of the world as a country in waiting that are seeking for recognition. From where do we claim is our territory? Southeast region. Where did our people base, our leaders base right now? Finland and what? USA. Is it not where we base, my people? That is it. Now, let us continue.
Central Tibetan Administration, Tibet, China, India, Dharamshala, East Turkestan government in exile.
Are you hearing it? Central Tibetan Administration. Where do they, that is the name of the exile government. Where are they fighting to live? They are fighting to leave China. They are fighting to live with China. Where do their exile government base? Their exile government base we are in India. The exile government of the Tibetan that are fighting to exit Nigeria, to exit China. Their name is Central Tibetan Administration. Where are they? In which country they want to exit? They want to exit China. Where is this government in exile? The government in exile is where? In India. That is where Central Tibetan Administration, the government in exile that are fighting to exit China. The name of that country is what? Central Tibetan Administration in bracket is the name they use as organization. Now this is how it goes. Now they have never achieved international recognition like us. They are where? Their government based in India, from China to India. That is where the government based. Let's continue.
Xinjiang, China, USA, Washington, D.C.
Another one, Eastern Turkana government in exile, Xinjiang, China. The area they are claiming is their territory is Xinjiang in China. China has two states that want to exit China, like Biafra, USB, and people of Oduduwa, if they are serious. Where is this government? This government, they reside where? France. Sorry, they reside where? US. Washington, D.C. is where they base. This exile government of Eastern Turkana reside where? The government in exile based where? India. Like the way USB now based in France, Finland, and we again, USA. Do you now? I've counted how many? 3. They said they want to give us the first 10 notable. The world has already known that this is an exile government. Listen again. Republic of Cabinda. Where are they claiming their territory? Where this Cabinda want to exit? From Angola in Africa. From where? From Angola in Africa. Another country is fighting to exit, to have their own country in Angola in Africa. Where is they based? France, Paris, and where? DR Congo. These two countries that their exile government is using. This is what? 2 countries that the exile government is what? Is what using. 2. They use France, precisely Paris. They use what? DR Congo in Africa again. They are in exile. They are what? They are exile government. Let's continue. Now, how many now? 4. If you count USB, Central Tibana, Eastern Turkish, and the Casabanda that want to exit from Angola. 4. Number 5, listen.
Angola, France, Paris, DR Congo, Interim Government of Ambazonia, NW and SW Cameroon, USA, UK/Nigeria.
Now, do you hear where Ambazonia, they are hiding they are doing their own as a government? Ambazonia. Ambazonia, can you see that those that interviewed Ogonkere are the same breakaway group, not the authentic of the Ayaba movement? Not the authentic of the Ayaba movement. Ambazonia has 3 groups that now claiming that they are the one in charge. Why they are all where? All in exile. Listen to you. Now, in Ambazonia, they want to exit from where? From Cameroon. Their governments in exile based in US, UK, and Nigeria. That is where their government in exile based on. Go and ask Amazonian people if it's not true. Let's continue. We're going to number 6. We already hit number 5. Listen.
National Unity Government, NUG, Myanmar, disclosed varies, border regions, Republic.
Are you hearing it? National Unity Government, NUJ, Myanmar. They're based in some borders of their area and fighting. They never moved away, but they move away nearest border, disclosed various border region, the regions that are very close to them. These are the exile words, the government that are where exiles in the world. Look at their name here. Look at it. This is how they stage it on the archive. This is our exile countries that are into exile government. In any country they are, they will say that this is the name of the exile government they are using. This is the country they want to exit from, and they will tell you where that country based, where this exile government, where in the country where they based. That's what we are doing this night, for you to know that it's not only USB. Is the number is country that is only in exile government in the world, that many has used exile in the past. Let's continue.
Republic of West Papua, ULMWP, West Papua, Indonesia.
Are you hearing it? Republic of West Papua. The organization there was used is ULMWP, West Papua, India. From Indonesia. This Republic of West Papua want to exit from where? Indonesia is where they want to exit from. Where do they reside? Their government hold in United Kingdom. The government of this Republic of West Papua reside where? In United Kingdom. UK is where they reside on. United Kingdom. That is where they reside. And be handling the affairs of their people and be giving orders to their people as the government of the people that are in exile. Let's continue. That is what? That is number 7. Let's continue.
United Kingdom / Vanuatu, Chechen Republic of Ich Korea, Chechnya, Russia, Ukraine / Europe, Congress.
Are you hearing it? There is people in Russia that they want their own country. Russia. Congress people dispute is what is the name they are using as the name of their country. Where do they want to exit? Russia. From Putin. They want to exit from where? From Russia. Where do this government in exile reside? Poland. This exile who want to exit from Russia, the government is in exile. They form the government in exile that make the declaration of of Congress of People's Deputies. That is where they want to exit Russia. The government in exile based where? Poland. Let's continue.
Of People's Deputies, Russia, Poland, United Transitional Cabinet, Belarus, Lithuania/Poland.
Are you hearing it again? Are you hearing it again? United Transitional Cabinet is what they're answering. They want to exit from where? Look at this Belarus that got their independence 2020 from Russia. Another people today is moving away from them. Where did the government in exile based? They based in Lithuania and Poland. Now you can see two countries. One is from the one I want is from Russia. They based in where? Poland. Two, the one that want to exit from Belarus. They based where? Lithuania, and where? Again, they based in Poland as a government. Now, number 10, listen.
Council of the Republic of Artsakh, Nagorno-Karabakh, Armenia. Key context and nuances. Central Tibetan Administration, CTA. While it is the most well-known exile government and has high-level diplomatic contact with many Western nations, it is officially recognized by no country as a sovereign government to avoid breaking One China policies. National Unity Government, Myanmar. Formed after the 2021 coup, the NUG has gained informal recognition and support from several Western parliaments and the EU, but still lacks formal diplomatic recognition as the sole state government at the UN. Ambazonia. This movement is characterized by deep internal divisions, with at least 3 different factions, Sako, Njomia and Ayuk Tabe, claiming the presidency while operating from the US and UK.
Are you hearing it? Ambazonia have their own problem. They are in 3 different groups. Ambazonia, Soka. See, when you see those shenanigans with Ogenkere, they are those breakaway also from the real Ambazonia government council. Ambazonia have their problem. You had it here. They have 3 functioning group, Ambazonia people. And all of them based where? In exile. They based in US and the UK. After they arrested Joe Ayaba, they fall back to UK and US. That is where the exile government of the people of Ambazonia. Now, which name are they using? Ambazonia. You claim you are for bad gangster bridge in what you claim you are, and you are going to have a handshake with those that answer the name of their country. Even though they have divided house, all of them are answering Ambazonia. And if you listen to this history, Biafra is visible. Biafra is the one that is leading the movement. This part 1 of this movement. The exile, I'm giving you an expo. We have 40 exile governments in the world right now in this 2026. Those that are notable. We have 35 that are not notable yet, that are doing kepu. We want to form exile government. We want to form exile government. Because of lack of their declaration. Because of lack of a name officially. They are like IPOB organization for nowhere. Even on that group of those men, these 35 that remain at last, IPOB is not there. Among the 75 exile government, Ogenkere, Imam Maduabu group, they are not there for 1 minute. For 1 inch, they are not there. The only government, the only exile government that exists is what? United of Biafra. And working na bridge under bridge that you declare. That is why we must support USB. That is why. Whenever I talk about USB, I'm always going crazy because the good work and the pressure that this USB is putting. Could you imagine? The USB is the last born. This last born is the one that the world is telling us right now that they are very, very effective. Ambazonia break into 3. Ambazonia, They have 3 groups, like what we are facing today. But in all, the world knows the real government of Amazonia and how they are working. Let's listen.
United States of Biafra, the BRGIE, led by Simon Ekpa and Dr. Orabuiz, maintains a highly active digital presence and has organized self-referendums, though the Nigerian government and the international community maintain that it has no legal standing.
Are you hearing something here? United States of Biafra, the BRGIE, led by Simon Ekpa Njoko and the Dr. Ngozi Arabeze, maintaining a high active digital process and has organized self-referendum through the Nigerian government, and the international community has never been organized us, but we have do what? Make our declaration, and we have Exile government. Like I said, I want to play the program again for those that are just joining us. After playing it, I will leave the, after I've played this part finish, I'm going to open the line so Biafras can call. 1, tell us how you feel when you hear the good news of what USB is doing. What also again to prove that your government of the USB is the one in the map of the exile countries that are effective looking for organization, that you are on USB in the row that 40. We are number 5. Out of 40 in a class, your son or your daughter pick number 5. Is he doing bad? Definitely he is the new person that changes into the new school, and he got 5th position. He is doing well, honestly. He is doing very well. For the first term, he took 5th position. What of when he be there for 2nd and 3rd? Then first term, 2nd term, and 3rd term, he was going to do well. Listen, after I have played this program, after I play this first term finished, I'm going to open the line. Like I said, the number to call remains +973360513337. Please, after I have played it finished, once you see me start talking, you can call me. Listen.
Would you like me to look into the specific leadership or the self-referendum results for any of these specific movements? As of early 2026, several political entities operate as governments in exile, claiming sovereignty over territories they do not control. While some have limited diplomatic contact or observer status with international bodies, none have achieved full recognition as a sovereign state by the United Nations or a significant majority of the international community. Notable among these is the United States of Biafra, USB, which was declared on November 29, 2024 by Dr. Ngozi Orabuiz and the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, BRGIE. This movement claims the southeast region of Nigeria, but operates primarily from Finland and the United States. Below is a list of active governments in exile, as of 2026, that lack international recognition, including the countries where they are primarily based. Notable governments in exile, 2026. Exile government name, claimed territory, based in primary, United States of Biafra, BRGIE, Southeast Nigeria, Finland/USA, Central Tibetan Administration, Tibet, China, India, Dharamshala, East Turkestan government in exile, Xinjiang, China, USA, Washington, D.C., Republic of Cabinda, Angola, France, Paris, DR Congo, Interim Government of Ambazonia, NW and SW Cameroon, USA UK/Nigeria, National Unity Government, NUG, Myanmar, disclosed varies, border regions, Republic of West Papua, ULMWP, West Papua, Indonesia, United Kingdom/Vanuatu, Chechen Republic of Ich Korea, Chechnya, Russia, Ukraine/Europe, Congress of People's Deputies, Russia, Poland, United Transitional Cabinet, Belarus, Lithuania/Poland, Council of the Republic of Artsakh, Nagorno-Karabakh, Armenia. Key context and nuances. Central Tibetan Administration, CTA. While it is the most well-known exile government and has high-level diplomatic contact with many Western nations, it is officially recognized by no country as a sovereign government to avoid breaking One China policies. National Unity Government, Myanmar. Formed after the 2021 coup, the NUG has gained informal recognition and support from several Western parliaments and the EU, but still lacks formal diplomatic recognition as the sole state government at the UN. Ambazonia. This movement is characterized by deep internal divisions, with at least 3 different factions, Sako, Njomia and Ayuk Tabe, claiming the presidency while operating from the US and UK. United States of Biafra. The BRGIE, led by Simon Ekpa and Dr. Orobuiz, maintains a highly active digital presence and has organized self-referendums, though the Nigerian government and the international community maintain that it has no legal standing. Would you like me to look into the specific leadership or the self-referendum results for any of these specific movements?
I hope you listen carefully. Like I said, our line is open in case if anyone decides to call us about this program. We want you to share this message. I want to share this program so you can see all the exile government today. Inside all these exile governments, you are seeing from here today, they are number 10 exile governments in this world. There are 10 that are effective. In this first 10, USB is in number 3. In the first 10, USB, United State of Biafra, is in number what? Number 3. Then, in the first 40, USB, United States of Biafra, is in number 5. That is where it is. Sorry, one idiot is here. So, when you are listening to such thing about Nuria declared country, that we are in numbers that you can't count without counting us, the only thing that we are facing is that the enemies are counting. What? The enemies is counting. But when the world counts, USB and Ngozi Arabeze, if you count 1, 2, 3, you count Dr. Ngozi Arabeze, you count United States of Biafra. If you count first 10 that are effective, if you count 1, 2, 3, is where USB fall, despite being the newly declared country. The country that are topping us was the one that declared 2001. Another one, Amazonia. Then it now becomes who? United States of Biafra. The way it stands for now, in Africa, 3 countries is battling to exit from the oppressors. USB is battling to exit from Nigeria. Amazonia is battling to exit from Cameroon. Kabidra is battling to move away from Angola in Africa. So 3 countries in Africa. This program will say that we are going to go to Europe, how many? Go to Asia, how many? Go to Africa, how many? That is why we start from part 1 of this exposition of how many exile countries we have in this world. How many exile countries that we have in this 21st century. So like I said, I will be playing it again. If you have anything to say, you are free to call me. We have only maybe just 20 minutes. If you have anything to say in the next 20, if nobody call, we want to show the program because I want it to be just at a timing time that people can listen to it and also share the program widely.
As of early 2026, several political entities operate as governments in exile, claiming sovereignty over territories they do not control. While some have limited diplomatic contact or observer status with international bodies, none have achieved full recognition as a sovereign state by the United Nations or a significant majority of the international community. Notable among these is the United States of Biafra, USB, which was declared on November 29, 2024, by Dr. Ngozi Orubueze and the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, BRGIE. This movement claims the southeast region of Nigeria, but operates primarily from Finland and the United States. Below is a list of active governments in exile, as of 2026, that lack international recognition, including the countries where they are primarily based. Notable governments in exile, 2026. Exile government name, claimed territory, based in primary, United States of Biafra, BRGIE, Southeast Nigeria, Finland/USA, Central Tibetan Administration, Tibet, China, India, Dharamshala, East Turkestan Government in Exile, Xinjiang, China, USA, Washington, D.C., Republic of Cabinda, Angola, France, Paris, DR Congo, Interim Government of Ambazonia, NW and SW Cameroon, USA UK/Nigeria, National Unity Government, NUG, Myanmar, disclosed varies, border regions, Republic of West Papua, ULNWP, West Papua, Indonesia, United Kingdom/Vanuatu, Chechen Republic of Ichkeria, Chechnya, Russia, Ukraine/Europe, Congress of People's Deputies, Russia, Poland, United Transitional Cabinet, Belarus, Lithuania/Poland, Council of the Republic of Artsakh, Nagorno-Karabakh, Armenia. Key context and nuances. Central Tibetan Administration, CTA. While it is the most well-known exile government and has high-level diplomatic contact with many Western nations, it is officially recognized by no country as a sovereign government to avoid breaking One China policies. National Unity Government, Myanmar. Formed after the 2021 coup, the NUG has gained informal recognition and support from several Western parliaments and the EU, but still lacks formal diplomatic recognition as the sole state government at the UN. Ambazonia. This movement is characterized by deep internal divisions, with at least 3 different factions, Sako, Njomia and Ayuk Tabe, claiming the presidency while operating from the US and UK. United States of Biafra. The BRGIE, led by Simon Ekpa and Dr. Orubueze, maintains a highly active digital presence and has organized self-referendums, though the Nigerian government and the international community maintain that it has no legal standing. Would you like me to look into the specific leadership or the self-referendum results for any of these specific movements?
I hope you are listening. I hope you are getting the information the way it is. Why is it important? 1, we are not only the one that use or form exile government. We are not only the one that is in exile. In this first 10, you had how many of them that are in exile? You had it clearly from here. How many that are in exile? And you had the names they are using. Everybody using the name of a country. In bracket, the organization they are using. Ones that have made the declaration. Yeah, South Sudan, why we cannot put them because of their level of recognition so far. And we are there. They are there. But as of this present, those that make declaration, starting from 2001 to now, is the one that they are saying that these are very effective at this time around. So they pick the most effective government in exile that are pushing that shield recognition for their people. Look at one of the USB. There are some that nobody, all of us must know. You see, he closes. Do you hear that the USB has different branches? That is our own internal affair because lock it that nobody will know that will have internal problems. Do you know how she did it? She registered, she that made the declaration registered bridge. You see this Biafra Republic government in Exile, BR whatever, the government has registered it under her. That this organization I used to make declaration. So you see all this noise they are making. You see all this noise that a man them are making. It's not there. What I'm doing here is in the open. Just go to Google. What do you need to do? Just Google will give you some hint. What you will type is, how many Exile government do we have in 2026, and where do they based? Once you type it on the Google, you will see all this. When you hear all this, that is why, look at Amazonia people. The world said that they have they have 3 divisions. But United of Biafra, what do they use? They did not use division for us. They use what? United State of Biafra. The BRGIE. Led by Simon Ekpa and Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. I want to know, you see all this noise of Ogenkre, you see all this noise of Imam Madu Abudem. The world are not looking at it. That is what they call it internal affair. That is also how they are watching what USB can control this matter, proving that we are a country. That the criteria, what we are claiming that we are fulfilling on our own. The world has seen everything. You that are giving these criminals money, you are wasting your time. Pick this word again. Maintaining a highly active digital process and has organized self-referendum. Pick up this area. United State of Biafra. The BRGIE. Led by Simon Ekpa Njoko and Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. This is the 2 men they know. This is the 2 people they know anything about the Biafra government in Exile. BRIGE. That's what they want to spell. These are truths. We have 5 minutes to counting down. If nobody call us, in 5 minutes we are going to shut the program down. Like I said, I will keep on playing it and be touching some areas on that 5 minutes on the dot. If anybody call us, we pick up the phone call. If no one call, we will shut it down. But please, as you join us, please subscribe on the YouTube page. If you never, like and share the program. Please, like and share the program. If you're not joining me for the first time, there is a 3 dot in front of your right-hand side. Please click on that 3 dots. It will open. You will see like and share. Like and share so others will come and join us. You can go viral. We have a first caller. We have a first caller. Where is okay? Yeah. Ijele Wine, good evening from here. Thank you so. Good evening. Thank you so much.
No,
I'm still alive. I'm still alive.
So you are still. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. I get it from some things. Some things you know the government they get it from some of the things.
Okay.
But me prompt them power this for. You see, this is our struggle. I thank God na banyere n'aka ndị ma what it takes.
Exactly.
To run a country. Ọwụ by ime noise. Ọwụ by chọ ma ọ bụrụ ndị sịkwa na
Chọ now, yes.
Yes, ọ banyego n'aka ndị na-atọp less but do more.
Honestly.
You understand? Ọ banyego n'aka ndị na-atọp less and they do more. And ihe anyị chọrọ. Ifuru ka ihe niile na-esi na-aga nnọọ. No. When you, with all these things, you will now understand that this government has never rested ever since the 29th of November. Ever since they declared this one, they have never rested. They are closing and, bringing everything together, closing up every loophole. You understand?
Yes.
From this document, they if you will mention all the USB.
Yes.
Yeah. So, and that is the main job of USB government. And because of the level I'm on there now, time I'm on there now, this time of diplomatic movement.
I say now this government of the USB are very effective in area of digital process of recognition.
That is the point. And even after the challenge Finland, na USB, Biafra. Now, if we want to get a bit of it, we hold it that. But Finland, follow us and watch us through our legal process of getting the Biafra.
Yes.
You see? So, and she's doing it. I won't buy you here. Some of these things, because come and clear some certain things. Otherwise, she loves doing her thing. Here I'm hoping the result from elsewhere. I want the other to say. Oh, the mother.
I think when one of the government members sends this document or some getting him wherever and see
Exactly. I she don't want.
Honestly. Imagine out of 40 Exile governments, the Asna had it very effective. The now the most 10, the highest effective. That's number 10. If you could imagine USB on a number 3 position. For the first 10. And when people talk about government in Exile, we don't know what is, if not for Simon, but I never hear about government in Exile before. These are pure truths.
Yes, exactly. In fact, God bless that man, very young, brilliant, intelligent, everything combined together. That man, God will bless him for us. Don't worry. I'm going to tell. Biafra Sigamana, I will mother the Let me tell you the truth. I will use this your platform to say this thing. It has been in my mind and in my mouth to say it. Honestly, Emana, honestly speaking, I'm up to this level.
Yes.
Because President have already said he can't go there to broadcast. He only below 100 men and we march. This type of diplomatic movement, he can't go there to broadcast. No need the 100 men to march. So when people come out to start shouting, our supreme leader said this, let me tell you, this our Biafra can never be gotten only by one person's idea or plan.
No.
If the time Moneta join this program, and the time Moneta knows that table be empty. I don't declare that if I let the truth be said, on a table be empty. Or see, if you don't have anything on the table, I will bring something on the table.
Exactly.
Some people got what I hear, but I don't really care. Only now what I hear. Get you see why this thing. I want to imagine something like Simon what to do with this struggle. On top of that, say, I need to see to protest. To say you know, broadcast and when they say we
yes, so
you know, all you there, and when immediately all noticing Mazi Simon coming with another dimension to propagate this awareness. Oh, grand come at the Simon you remember page there. Oh, Varanda, all the instructions. When you get the Simon show, what is wrong? I don't know. Then they are devoted.
yes, control. And not only that, that he forbid anybody to attack Simon Eber.
Yes, you are forbidden.
You are forbidden to attack Simon Eber.
In my body, let's be short on that. And I know that line
yes.
when the people like this are struggle, we need that man. We need that man.
Honestly.
Thank you so very much for always putting Mazi Simon in the spotlight. Always.
Let me give you something. I want to bring something in, but there's something I want to chip in.
Speech or video without mentioning our Prime Minister, the man of the season. Always putting him in the spotlight. To show that all fire will share for the
look at let me read here for you. Let me read 2 lines something for you. Yes, United States of Biafra, the BRBIE, led by Simon Eba and Ngozi Orabueze. This is what is in the archive. And this is what is in the mini Google that you can see today. Yes, she registered everything about the movement. That she registered everything. That everything has been registered under command. There is no single space. Look at you are claiming you are BGC. You are claiming you remain in the old structure of Bridge. That is where you remain. Now the world was putting in the map of the 40 that are not organized yet, but they are having a government in their government in exile. Where are you? Why are you not here? And the little one you claim. Right.
We need everybody. I don't know.
Exactly.
And in this struggle, with all these things in that it's opening our eyes to even do more.
But social media. If not on a ham, you're going to move YouTube. Whereby research.
Oh, I don't know that Biafra now. Now, all you want to not get one fight for bring there down. Now, all you know, you know, I sat in my hand. And what I know.
Oh, Madam Origin. Oh, no, I'm not passing.
I'm telling you,
yes, now. And could you imagine? Only our DPM movement here, and I got a while. 1 year close everything. Look at the way Sima Ambazonia address. Na Ambazonia on three group na claim president na have government council na have cause, but na bridging. So here when na Cabo United of Biafra, the BRID, led by Simon and Gozo Arabez. So I have here one.
I want you to think more press on Maryland.
On Maryland, they're more press. Now, for you, for going to
one apartment,
the thing is that after you have claimed all these things you are claiming, now you when these ambassador people start, the IPOB rush and go and met Ambazonia, Jayaba. After they have rushed to meet Jayaba, where did the Jayaba end up? It's not Simon Ebanjoko. Is it not? Today, Ogenkere has run to the one branch that did not believe in Joe Ayaba in the Sabo. Yes, they have joined the Sabo in Ambazonia. Now, when they read after IPOB, when Obato come with them, they remain until this day, right? Now, the same Ogenkere has run to this man in Australia. The NATO chairman in Australia. When the man find out the truth, he abandoned Ogenkere. Is it not true?
Yes.
So Ogenkere continue running. The truth was always prevail at last. Lies always in the front.
Always. As in always.
So continue your movement. And I can never it's in our walls. Now, what you and the Mega as a prime minister. It means you say, correct, you're logable prime minister. Look at how you are disgracing yourself. One bingo. Or brought by church. Is by action. The government of the US has proved to the world. Imagine the one that purpose when I find this thing, this under my research, when I see this memo, I said what? So out of the 40 Exile government, now US being about number 5. Landed the world in a quote right now. Out of 40. And from this 40, you have first 40. Then only 35. Only here 75 Exile government. Man, that's not 35 are they effective. Then this 40 the effective naturally Geo can we keep organization. In case na kwen neba could you imagine? Let's now let me help here.
To come out from.
Yes, United States of Biafra. United States of Biafra, Southeast Nigeria. I now fight to exit Nigeria. Then everybody based the government is based Finland and the US. Here they have their government in exile. Now, Central Tabana administration. From China. Based. The government in exile have based in India. India. Now, China was a country now about system happen. Ndi nke Eastern to Kashana. Hana from China apụọ. Ndị nke a based na US and Washington DC. Now, Republic of Kabida, Angola in Africa. Ndị nke a na fight from Angola. Ha based in France, Paris, and the DR Congo in Africa. Ha no two countries. Ha no na Congo. Ha no na the government no na Paris. Then ndị nke ọzọ. Was Ambazonia. Ambazonia ka na-ekwu na ha na fight to exit from Cameroon. Mana ha based na US, UK, and Nigeria. These are 3 places found. So ndị nke a ha no Ogenkere na arụkọ now. Bụ ndị nke na Nigeria. Here because birds of the same feather must flock together.
Of course,
so in all these exile governments in the world, and also I am sending message to that woman call herself Chimezie for you to know why am I doing why do I want this far is for to prove to you that it's not only USB is using exile government. No, but what's
The woman, the message very clear.
So
and the voice on ground because how was it? I just never announcement and that comes along then the next week the sister told me it's like never before.
yes.
You know? So the woman is making this message very clearly. I am not to provide the program at home. See, now, every scenario one issue. I mean, you know, one issue.
So look at it. Yeah, I am sending more to her. Look at this one now. Congress people of deputy Congress of people, Russia, her base in everyone in fight is it from Russia. Her base in Poland. Look at this Belarus
not these people
no. Even inside this Belarus, Belarus shopra from Russia, the Belarus United Transitional, Eba her base in Lithuania and the Poland, her base. Then Belarus, into everywhere there is government in exile and they are working.
Yeah.
So that is why I want them to know. Those who do not understand the meaning of government in exile, for them to come and hear it from us. We are not the first people and we are not the last people. That people has been there before us. And as we just joined, because of how smart the government it is, they have beat many of them. They have beat 35 people hands down and take over in the 4th position in the entire world. Out of 75, a Motawa Grass School now about fair now about 5th position. Now first 10 years that child in common at school.
Of course now. What to 5 or 4 so what to 4 from 40
45. Here we have 45 total as a government.
What to 4 from 45. Even when our 41. That is the child about first.
Yes.
About first out of 41.
So and that we're gonna this government of USB now found it very effective, very active to seek recognition. When we continue,
you can see it yourself.
Well, yes, this program, because this thing is 75. I want to run it to that 75 as a government. Because I not shy of my rent and Noria. Then he will justify it here. Came out of 75 or maybe you for BGC. Because maybe you for 4 back gangsters. They aren't there. Because maybe you for IPOB. IPOB at 75 at all. Except United States of Biafra, leading by Tongozo Arabeze and Simon Ebanjoko, is the only one. Your network is cracking.
Very nervous.
You know,
to pronounce that CSCG because of BCG government.
BGC.
So I am. I'm the summary. I will say summary overnight because of it. My dear brother,
thank you. This program will go far. Then I've also sent a message early in the morning today to the so-called Butos and the Gentle, how UN, EU, and the AU is seeing a military that are not taking instruction from the government and also taking order from the oppressor to ask the people to stop sit at home. One that everywhere. Amam put them to ask that, so go into that UN and EU to check it. Then first the law implyable where Yugoslavia, the military was fighting this law under criminal tribunal court. Na eba ka eji ekpe ikpe. Na any minute trouble me prawn where Sindem has to stop sit at home, peaceful disobedient. Now the military has surrendered to the old present country, that they are no longer seen in the line of freedom fighting, that they have accepted that we belong to the old country, that they have become rebel, betrayer to the present government, whether in exile or in the homeland, that they does no longer working for them, that if any international law catches them, that they will treat them under treason and a rebel or a betrayer. So the message, the program was yesterday, it was this morning. I just did that program exactly 1 hour, and I end the program. So that is why that is the program I said, Biafrans, share this message to reach to all these people.
Okay, yeah, I watched from
So I will just only play that document here now as I'm closing and leave it to miss this one up also. So we will continue this program on Exile government until this 40 Exile government approve shout to the world. So you claim regular and CRC and then Jamamba came on in China back in all it is. Their problem and their wants are insatiable. You can't even satisfy all of them. The thing of what yes, now. I don't know the kind of thing I just believe this people. No, in this life, bed of the same feather must flock together. Betray your Friday and you can never see us an end. So I get when. But
what I mean, support, people might be with them just to make it Dr. or to make sure now they destroy the struggle.
That is it.
But Abraham will fake. Why the support? Why giving your money here?
That is why they are bed of the same feather. And then in our preach, we had more and kid pro. But all of those messages send half on a international community and a line and on why more no working. That's declaration against your organization. No. Once a declaration has been made, a document must be presented, whether by a woman or a man. It's only in that our African mentality, in that Nigeria brain, they are believing, oh, this is a woman, no, all those ones are nonsense.
Because
yes. Yes, thank you so much. That is mentality of all those people who run away to Ogenkere because of Nangoza Rabes. And despite that, they have already betrayed Simon by removing his name while he's here. So all these betrayers, they know themselves.
Yes.
You know themselves. Yes. Thank you so much.
I can't wait.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, my people, please, if you're just joining us, if you never like the program, please hit the like button. There is a 3 dots in front of your screen. Click on that 3 dots. You will see like and share. Please help and share this program to go viral, for them to know that USB is not the one that started forming government in exile in the history of the world and in the map of the world. There is over 35, 40, 75 exile governments that are operating in different countries in the world. Listen to this.
As of early 2026, several political entities operate as governments in exile, claiming sovereignty over territories they do not control. While some have limited diplomatic contact or observer status with international bodies, None have achieved full recognition as a sovereign state by the United Nations or a significant majority of the international community. Notable among these is the United States of Biafra, USB, which was declared on November 29, 2024, by Dr. Ngozi Orubueze and the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, BRGIE. This movement claims the southeast region of Nigeria, but operates primarily from Finland and the United States. Below is a list of active governments in exile, as of 2026, that lack international recognition, including the countries where they are primarily based. Notable governments in exile, 2026. Exile government name, claimed territory, based in primary, United States of Biafra, BRGIE, Southeast Nigeria, Finland/USA, Central Tibetan Administration, Tibet, China, India, Dharamshala, East Turkestan government in exile, Xinjiang, China, USA, Washington, D.C., Republic of Cabinda, Angola, France, Paris, DR Congo, Interim Government of Ambazonia, NW and SW Cameroon, USA UK/Nigeria, National Unity Government, NUG, Myanmar, disclosed varies, border regions, Republic of West Papua, ULNWP, West Papua, Indonesia, United Kingdom/Vanuatu, Chechen Republic of Ichkeria, Chechnya, Russia, Ukraine/Europe, Congress of People's Deputies, Russia, Poland, United Transitional Cabinet, Belarus, Lithuania/Poland, Council of the Republic of Artsakh, Nagorno-Karabakh, Armenia. Key context and nuances. Central Tibetan Administration, CTA. While it is the most well-known exile government and has high-level diplomatic contact with many Western nations, it is officially recognized by no country as a sovereign government to avoid breaking One China policies. National Unity Government, Myanmar. Formed after the 2021 coup, the NUG has gained informal recognition and support from several Western parliaments and the EU, but still lacks formal diplomatic recognition as the sole state government at the UN. Ambazonia. This movement is characterized by deep internal divisions, with at least 3 different factions, Sako, Njomia and Ayuk Tabe, claiming the presidency while operating from the US and UK. United States of Biafra. The BRGIE, led by Simon Ekpa and Dr. Orubueze, maintains a highly active digital presence and has organized self-referendums, though the Nigerian government and the international community maintain that it has no legal standing. Would you like me to look into the specific leadership or the self-referendum results for any of these specific movements?
I hope you listen carefully. We are on the right track. The US government are fighting for us, really. They are fighting for us to get recognition. They are fighting for us to go back to our homeland and take control of our territory and our borders. I agree to Ifeanyi Nwankwo. Thank you so much. Let us get in touch on last message that I want to give to people of Biafra this evening. When a military has started telling the citizens of the new country to base it at home, how did the EU and the UN see such what Butozo, Gentle, and Jamaica and Owam, this shenanigan they are doing? Listen how EU, UN, AU, African Union, how they are seeing such military and what they tag them. Listen to this.
In the eyes of the United Nations, UN, European Union EU, and African Union AU, a military group that takes orders from the old country, the state they are supposedly seceding from, while claiming to fight for a new country, is viewed with extreme skepticism. In 2026, international bodies use specific legal and intelligence frameworks to classify such groups. They generally do not see them as freedom fighters, but rather as one of the following. 1. The state proxy classification, legal attribution. International law uses the overall control test, established by the International Criminal Tribunal for the former Yugoslavia. The logic: if a military unit is Biafran by name, but follows Nigerian orders to stop civil disobedience, the UN and EU legally attribute their actions to Nigeria. The consequence: the UN will report that these soldiers are de facto state agents. This effectively kills the USB's claim of independence, because it proves the old state still has administrative and military control. 2. The fifth column, or infiltration view. The EU and AU intelligence communities often classify such groups as a fifth column. A group within a movement that secretly works for the enemy to undermine it from within. AU view. The AU Peace and Security Council sees this as a stabilization tactic by the old state. They will conclude that the liberation movement has been successfully infiltrated and is no longer a coherent political entity. UN view. The UN will classify the situation as an internal security matter rather than a war of national liberation. This prevents the USB from getting observer status because there is no clear independent military force to protect the new government's declaration. 3. How they are labelled in official reports. If these comrades use force to stop sit-at-homes at the request of the old country, they are labelled in 21st century diplomatic cables as term, meaning in international law, collaborators, forces working with an occupying or oppressive power against their own declaration, paramilitary adjuncts, non-state actors who function as an unofficial branch of the state's army, counter-revolutionaries, a political term used by the AU to describe those who sabotage a self-determination movement from inside, Quisling forces, a historical term from World War II, often used by EU analysts for traitor governments/militaries that serve the enemy. 4. The impact on the 2024 USB Declaration. For the United States of Biafra USB, this military behavior is a diplomatic poison. EU position. The EU will refuse to provide humanitarian aid or political support to an exile government that cannot control its own military. They will say, if your soldiers obey the old country, then your new country does not exist in reality. AU position. The AU will use the military's cooperation with the old state as an excuse to maintain the inviolability of borders. They will argue that the Biafran soldiers have essentially voted with their actions to remain part of Nigeria. Summary. The verdict of betrayal. The UN, EU and AU do not believe the claim, the words. They believe the chain of command, the actions. If the military stops the people's disobedience because the oppressor wants it to stop, international bodies see this as a surrender. The soldiers are seen as having betrayed the USB Declaration of November 29, 2024, and are legally reabsorbed into the old country. In the eyes of the world, the new country becomes a failed project the moment its military takes the enemy's side. Would you like me to find the specific UN or AU articles that explain how effective control is lost when a military ignores its own government in exile?
I hope you paid attention. Gentle and Butoza, by their action, they have accepted to work for Nigeria. This is how UN and the AU and the EU are seeing these their actions. They said they mean to poison their declaration. The only country we have is that USB is a country in waiting, not organization. IPOB is organization, MASOB is organization. Now that we mention the names of countries that are in exile, do you hear IPOB? Do you hear MASOB? Answer that question by yourself. Type on your phone on the Google. What is the difference between United States of Biafra and the IPOB and the MASOB? Do that work by yourself. By tomorrow, tell us, Ernest, tell us what you find out by yourself. You are here when we are playing this document, and you ask that question right now. So the people must understand that once. Okay, thank you for your fast understanding. Thank you. So you will understand it now that when a commanders are claiming that they are fighting for a new country, is taking order. Now they said that we should stop sit at home. Now they are telling us to stop. Then they are telling gullibles not to stop sit at home. That the world will view them. That they have surrendered and voted that they want to remain as part of Nigeria. The word says here that they have collaborated, that they have infiltrated, and what? They are no longer fighting for freedom for their people. That is why you can hear all the names that they are being called here. So my people, because of my time, this after 1 a.m. morning, I have job by 6 to 20. I have only 4 hours to rest until we come back again tomorrow morning. I thank you. So watch out, subscribe, like, and share the program. Today, we have sent message for the gullibles to know that the only government that the world organized as a government that are fighting for Biafra as a country is United State of what? Biafra. They are the one government in exile who is fighting to exit Nigeria, and they will base in Finland and US like other exile government countries. But I will not leave without using that particular word to close this program this evening. So those who will watch, hey, you have a call. We have a call. Let's give the last call the chance. Okay. Yella, when I go on, take 5 minutes or just take your time. We are about to round up. This is after one here.
Just briefly, because here you could now exactly this action of these people, boys on ground, this their actions. You simplify it. Surrender.
Yes,
surrender.
surrender. Yeah.
Total surrender. Dear friends, I'm telling you. And thank God that their friends they are not giving up. Thank God they are not giving up. And the people know. I don't know how this our broadcast, all these our analysis, they see get it to Biafra land.
That is what we are looking for. You can only get to Biafra land through, or if every state can be sharing the program. And I think I am trying a little bit best by, when I research all this, I post it to every state to also to share those documents. I do that in their WhatsApp groups. In their WhatsApp group, I share the message. But honestly, every state need to work to have a radio, at least where this message, other things can be written and do analysis on it. Yeah.
Translate.
Why not? Or in Igbo translate? Yes, now. What's what now? Inside the other, you can put it on translate here in Igbo language. I go here now.
Imagine where and made these things. Awareness and go no Biafra land. With all these ones, they cannot stop this sit at home. Teaching
yes, even in just one no, and many things. Play now part 1 then here now made this issue of government in exile for 2 days now. Now issue of them back again. We'll take under different law. Because in the law, actually my boss na criminal law of tribunal. Nigeria were bendi Yugoslavia military betrayal. No after adopt time of Yugoslavia. So we is gradually we are getting there. And you know what time like to the time on chop him me no Igbo me ya Igbo. I can do that. Man all time at the road. Time and here it got 12 hours. When here after one he be kwamona nga by chapters again this morning. See check no time. You spend only 2 hours now. You can spend the 2 hours. Now fighting my own freedom. That is it. So, but we are getting there. Let us share the program. Continuously sharing the program day in, day out. All when they share on a different Facebook, on a different YouTube. The more you share, the more it goes. That is why I always ask him to share the program. That is why. That's all we can do for now.
We are very viral.
Yes.
They will go back and meditate. From there, they receive what says by force. I'm telling you. Yeah, we total surrender. Only now, these people. Because they think now, no can have their show that show of power. Now how they could gaga, but they don't know that in the eyes of international body, they have surrendered.
Yes, now that is how they see them. They say that we will count them and treat them as Nigerian military. That is what it is.
Of course, I know because you are sounding like your president.
Yes, that the government, the Nigerian government has infiltrated inside them. Now they become collaborator. They become collaborator. That they are no longer fighting the freedom of their people.
Yes. Na ignorance amaghị ihe ajọ ekwuru dekwara njọ.
Ignorance and
ụfọdụ ihe ndị a wụkwa ekwuru kama ọ ga-awụ gị. Kama ị ga-asọsid mụ na gị adịghị na mma kama ị ga-asọsid usoro mebi isi ihe ahụ mmakpa ị na-emete usoro ihe na-eme
the stage bụ na nke ifuru this okengozo eze nke ha ji wee fụ na mmadụ karịrị mmadụ imebi ihe mmadụ na-eme. Because all the legal aspect of it, all of everywhere, they will do nothing. Imagine this document I go na mgbeda ebe Biafra ebe na agwa USB already. Na out of 40, na na agba number 4 out of 40.
Number 5. Yeah.
Na again we already at home no wonder this government. There's nothing I ask Biafrans. Let's support this government, give them what they want. If you are in the diaspora, feel your ID card. Take it. You are helping the government to establish more and more. That's what we need to do. Come to fund, support the government, give them all you have. Then we will. It's going to be like film. The banks na no ge oge oshimba nuju ka na ago. No ge mere vam nanya ma odara ashi ozo. Mechazi o mai van na odara ashi nwa ozo. So Biafra, we have our own quota to do. We have our own quota. Do your own part. Do your own part. The message will be coming. My own is to take my time to bring it out. That is my own. Then anytime with the chance. Yes, someone can share it here. Just all the maximum 1 hour. Only 1 hour called the and they actually me creating
another thing every platform with this document.
I have sent to all of them, even at this evening, as they could son did the analysis on it. Yeah, so yes, I am trying to share to those who we do, and even when they buy and whenever we didn't care, and whenever no man go or even except open on humble and on here now. You know, I've been the one already program play good year first. Guys, on a platform so man, I know he will do it in the morning when I send it to you. Also after program now that you send all this one to him, so he will also be playing it. Because one day battery don't require more analysis of man house here. See, that is all we did. Let message go viral. Because I know when I said I know what I have here. If I have time to be giving out what I have here every day. Mr. Yanaga viral. Ndi alega jizo over time. I am so cheese this issue government in Exile now. We tipo oge nkere ndi otu hama na here ha na eme na oza adire. We must continue.
Yeah.
We must continue.
This type of thing, like this particular one, he played last now. This document, obviously, able to pay no near like this. And here one hot title.
Yeah.
Nobody will resist it. Even under the title, you must say, yes. Honestly, this type of thing, very, very violent.
No, I will repeat it again in our general media program Tuesday next week. I get me a mayor of my. I get me to yaka.
Mayor of my yes.
I will prepare more for it, and I get where 2 sessions I got go near. I go go on cause. In fact, we are going to go more far on it. The only thing I ask God is the strength and the time. So I'll see how I do it. He had research here about the SS. I got bored. No, my book on Niri. No, when I research here now. My brother. No, when I get research here now, boy. More and free commercial program all today now. Actually, me share on YouTube, send there, please. Because one can send there on a platform I'll go buy also. So I will send to I will be sending to all of them, depending on how actually make use of it. But I told more come out of phenomenal account, more program on them. I can name out for myself.
I understand you, my brother. Now,
yes, so, I understand you very well. That's why. There's no problem.
I understand you very well. You can share it. Maybe almost on request. You can give it to the person.
That is it. There's no problem. To go carry on know that we now carry on the government. Do you know that after war, after 1967 to 1970, this is the first time I work in Biafra with the government in exile. You mean Sheikh, after 1967 to all the noise IPOB, to all the noise Massaw women, and where bag area, nothing. It just wasted years. Man, in this declaration, wasted years because of India Mahozo no nozo. And now we mafia. Those that had to offer.
That is why engineers say, I'm here now body too much. The lawyers. Not lawyers are surrounded them. Those people, they should know better.
No, bro, where's your poor Jelly? In Hannah, good ever be here about Nigeria.
Yeah.
I have checked them. In the country where drop all lawyers, all their ideology here about Nigeria. That is why he dropped them to go defend your own.
And when they go there to meet him, they have to brief him in that one.
Hamami. Even though now our DPM send a lawyer Jimako the declaration document, I confirm it. This man send the declaration document a lawyer Jimako. Onye mazan kind of thing. Or call here.
And I don't think I'm going to have with anything.
And we brief in your mother today. You see, when I come tomorrow, I will brief you more again. You brief the room when I got here. You understand? That was how to handle some things. Nkuzi, you have banana wanna like you could see. In a more battle be expert, on a prison waggy, you must follow USB real declare you a fool. Ngoba to be on the bread a bridge on the bread. Or mazim a handover onion, my carry my carry wire. That is one thing. And the enemies neighbors of Bashi or Melon program here go see na enemies neighbors I just block or Hannah was declaring Hannah what a lawyer. Hannah booze all manner of I have here fro rather than them name right now. I describe and all that is how the enemies are doing. I have done all this exposition. So the only thing for I owner we will do our own like the government is doing their own. When I have my time, I come out here like I normally do. I will do only on all this research, do my own on another different note. So anybody who likes it should share and like the program. That is all the most important because the more the message is going, the more. Now I will open group open my WhatsApp page. You go. When this admin na WhatsApp, okay. So I put my program. When you from me on a group WhatsApp, Edre Biafra TV on Kemo. Members can share about once on your instead of it. In your working analysis, na made you 1 hour. We share almost to 150 people na my contact. One. So that is why I want to just open the group. I from where about to read Biafra TV. Man or connect water program. How is it been shares you to it?
Yes.
We must do our see. I have finally have hope. Number one with my research. I have seen a USB. Na hair mechanic them declaration. Now as I came with 10 years. They beat them hands down. And they are moving far. And when they won't I don't have to come and say it openly. And when movement had taken about 5 days ago, I won't say it openly because that one is secret. Once so read, don't say it. Yes. But how come ha na-apịta ezigbo mkpụrụ.
Akwụkwọ ahụ ọ tọrọ leta ahụ ọ tụpụtara obodo na-agba gharaghara.
Ndị mmadụ
Ịntanetị na-achọ ịgba gị abụọ.
they don't know na
leta ahụ ga-enwere ihe ga-eso ya apụta mgbe e mechakwara tụọ ya ugboro abụọ.
and ndị mmadụ aghọta ha see anytime now our DPM there is something nye any country organize ya ma na-enwere something behind it. Ndị mmadụ aghọta and the ones ọ bụla lead this movement ihe ọbụla labịala afịa USB ma ọsọ gị ma ọsọ gị echi ikwere je kwere ahụ transform.
Mba, don't worry, ọ ga-emecha mee.
Yes.
Ọ ga-emecha mee. Nna m daalụ so ka hapụ gị ihe nwere nnọọ.
Thank you so much. Let me go and rest. This is after 1 a.m. here. Let me take my rest for tomorrow work. See when we come back. Yes. Thank you so much. Biafrans, please, we end it up here. Thank you so much for all the Biafrans. But let me allow this as I'm coming back from closing my door. Then we will end the program. Remember that USB has proved that we are going home. Remember that.
As of early 2026, several political entities operate as governments in exile, claiming sovereignty over territories they do not control. While some have limited diplomatic contact or observer status with international bodies, none have achieved full recognition as a sovereign state by the United Nations or a significant majority of the international community. Notable among these is the United States of Biafra, USB, which was declared on November 29, 2024, by Dr. Ngozi Orubueze and the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, BRGIE. This movement claims the southeast region of Nigeria, but operates primarily from Finland and the United States. Below is a list of active governments in exile, as of 2026, that lack international recognition, including the countries where they are primarily based. Notable governments in exile, 2026. Exile government name, claimed territory, based in primary, United States of Biafra, BRGIE, Southeast Nigeria, Finland/USA, Central Tibetan Administration, Tibet, China, India, Dharamshala, East Turkestan governments in exile, Xinjiang, China, USA, Washington, D.C., Republic of Cabinda, Angola, France, Paris, DR Congo, Interim Government of Ambazonia, NW and SW Cameroon, Unity Government, NUG, Myanmar,